Good afternoon, Pastor. It's great for you hosting us each year at Estcort Community Church. And I just want to ask you concerning APC and the Ministry of Africa Pastors Conferences, how has it impacted your church or your ministry? And you can maybe say something about the area as well where you minister.
Well, thank you so much. It's always been a privilege for me to be a part of the APC. I first attended the first conference. It was in January of 2011 in Durban, and I have never stopped attending. One of the reasons is that that's where we get to meet with the fellow brothers who are not always exposed to the truth, to the expositional preaching. And African Pastors Conference provides a platform for that, for many people who have never had opportunity to be in such churches where expositional preaching is done and on an ongoing basis. And so it's always been a privilege for me to be a part of that. One of the ways in which APC has been particularly helpful for the ministry in which I'm involved amongst the Zionists here in the Midlands, in KZN, is that it gives me a platform in which I can invite people of various denominations amongst the Zionists. When they come to the African Pastors Conference, they're not coming to a particular church. They're coming to a totally independent Christian organization that is looking to seek to equip the pastors with the truth. And I have found that since 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017 that we've hosted it here in Estcort, that the vast majority of the ministers that attend are ministers who are coming from these very churches where the minister has not been trained theologically, where the expositional preaching is not preached on an ongoing basis. And these ministers flock here every single year, twice a year, coming here. So this has been a particular help and a privilege for us here in Estcort to be able to take the truth from APC and bring it right into their doorsteps here in Estcort. And we're not only bringing the truth from just the speakers here locally, but we're bringing international speakers, very seasoned men who are passionate about teaching the truth. And that has had a lot of impact in terms of ministers coming here. Over the last 2 years, we've been the only conference that has had a follow-up conference. That was because of the outcry of the ministers here saying, hey, we're just not having enough. We need a second conference. And so that's just one of the indications of how this has impacted our area here. And we've seen growth in numbers of ministers of Zionist background coming to these conferences where sensitive issues are being preached. One year we preached on ancestral worship, and this year we're preaching on a very sensitive topic of salvation. And these ministers are not stopping to come. They continue to come, and that has been a blessing to us. But for our ministry in this specific Zionist church, we've been able to have men like Bushe Jameni and others who have been coming here, even Bishop Zondi, who is a leader in this particular Zionist church. He has been coming here consistently. He's one of the men that has cried out for the second conference. So the impact that the conference is having is not just having at a level where it's the ministers who have who are grounded on the Bible, but it's reaching the majority of the people who wouldn't otherwise have been exposed in the truth. And what a privilege to have the APC bring the truth right here in our own doorsteps. And it's been a privilege. And we thank the directors, we thank the Lord for the way in which He has blessed us.
Thank you very much, Pastor.
Thank you.